It was a very dark time in my life when I lost my son, as it is for any mother that loses a child. My name is Marsha, and my son Jason was killed with a gun pretty close to here, a few blocks from here. He was 23 years old. He had become a very good young man. He was a believer in Jesus Christ. There's a lot involved in losing a child. If it hadn't been for the Lord, I don't know how I would have gotten through it. He's always been there for me, and he stepped to the plate. He directed every step I took. There is a time of darkness when you lose a child, but there's a time of light if you allow God to handle the situation and bring you to the point that He's brought me to, that I can help heal other people that have gone through these dark times also. God has answers for people that are hurting. So now, imagine right here at the Garden Church where 20 years ago, the seed of Jason's story was written by God to bring all these things together. I had come to this church, I was here probably 20 years, and the pastor retired from the church. Our pastor had retired and said, I want you to keep meeting and do what you have to do till you get a new pastor. And so I met Chad Rieselman and some of the members from Lumber City Church, and we became like a church family with them. He came alongside us. He had vision for this church, and I attached myself to that vision. And he brought in this pastor, Frank, who also has vision. And it's wonderful to be part of this team to get this church back up and going again. It's been my privilege to meet Pastor Steve Johnson of the Anchor Church. They're doing raw tools over there, and they're coming alongside us to show us and teach us how to do that. And then we're going to use those tools in the Imagine Community Garden right here in front of the Garden Church on Delaware Avenue in Buffalo, New York. I'm going to take the tools and I'm going to work in the garden. I'm going to imagine in my mind that it's the gun that shot my son. I'm going to take everything I have in me out of it, and I'm going to beat it until it becomes something that I can use. Like God stated in His Word, in the end, they'll be beating weapons into plowshares, which is what we're doing along with this other church that has come along beside us. I'm holding on to that dream. I'm holding on to the dream of the Imagine Community Garden. I'm holding on to the dream because I know God is in charge. Now I see that 20 years later, we're going to have this gunsmith shop that we can beat down these guns and beat down violent crime in this city with people that have lost people that have lost children. And then they'll be used to bring life, to bring vegetables to people, to help other people. The church is more than just a building to come to. It's a place to help each other. It's a place to join together and to love on other people. Ask Jesus into your heart to forgive you. Do that and come and help me. Come and help me with this. God loves you. He loves you. Don't think He doesn't. And so we need to do this. We need to do this to help those that have been hurt, whose families have had someone taken from them by a gun in violence. You're all welcome to come. This place is a healing place.